Good morning, and / or whatever state of the world it is for you. Good couple of days ago, I turned 22, and even more days before that, I moved to New York City. Definitely the one you're thinking of. I think since New Year's, everyone has tried to be more honest with themselves, and it's not really working out for me. This is probably the first time we're meeting, and I've already lied to you. Technically, I've been living in New York since August, but recently, I don't even feel like I'm here at all. At least not in the New York you're thinking of. Bright lights, Broadway, Wonder, Statue of Liberty. Because the way it's been, look at that. It might just be a gorgeous day. I'm really just 2,000 miles away from my cat.
Hi.
And sometimes that's kind of the worst feeling in the world. And when I really get thinking about it, I remember and my cat hated me. 6! Yes! Roll, baby! Open the case. That's alright. That's alright. ASMR. If you're anything like me, you didn't retain any of that information, and that's okay. Allow me to go back, restart from the beginning, really let you know what's been going down. Yes, I did lie to you at the very beginning of this video by having a title that is technically incorrect. Did y'all like that? That little cinema flair? Yes, I did go to a film school. I did. And by that I mean I went to a university with a cinema department, which had a separate club in it that I went to for the first couple of years, and then my struggling alcoholism and disattachment to friendships ruined that. In August of 2021, I moved to New York City at the very end of August 25th, with my best friend from Oregon, Brittany. Moved here with Brittany, had zero plans for my future, literally no idea what I was gonna do when I got to New York, but things didn't really work out, and so she moved back to Oregon. We're now at near the end of January, and I've realized this season has been a great one of reflection. I'm gonna take the saying of New Year, New Me seriously, because if I don't, I don't know how I'm gonna do this shit anymore, because I'm getting real tired of the old me, okay? So anyways, I'm taking this new year, 2022, to better myself. So starting off with things that I wanted to fix with my life, I decided to return back stolen contraband from the Church of Christianity. That's right. Let's start off with all about the new me in my life in New York City. I have a big ass forehead, and you know what? And I know, like, I didn't even notice. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. We're just gonna address it right away, and then we're gonna move on, okay? Another Suchi down the hatch. There's a little known, very underground, unpopular cathedral here in New York City called like St. Patrick's or something like that. I went to the one in Dublin, Ireland, because I'm Irish, gals, yeah. The one in New York City does not even touch the one in Dublin, okay? I'll say that right now. One of my friends came back in December. I thought it would be a funny, like, quirky joke to steal a candle from the display, because why would they have one out? Why would they just put those candles out for free, you know what I'm saying? They do have some signs by them that are like, ooh, donate $1 to light a candle. I was like, no, you've taken enough from me, okay? My childhood religious trauma is worth a fucking candle. So I took one, yep, and I stuffed her in my purse, and she had been living on my nightstand for a good couple of months. You may be wondering, are you a thief? And I would say no. But the spirit called, and that glistening porcelain wax candle was just really speaking my name. So I took her, okay? I can't go back and change the past, even as much as I goddamn wish I could. My life was not heading in a good direction. And you may ask yourself why. Well, I was all alone in New York City, and what do you know? I got COVID. And I missed a vacation to Mexico for almost 2 weeks. I was sick in bed. I got a new job at the time, so I was like trying to memorize the menus and drinks and blah, 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 blah. I just had a lot of stress on me. So I realized that motherfucking candle was putting a damper on the New Year, New Me in 2022. So I decided to take a little road trip. Time to go. The most important errand of the day. So I'm in this church and I sit myself down in the pews and I'm looking around. I'm like, wow, I was in a spicy outfit that day. I was like, oh, I was looking good. I'm currently going through like a style revamping. Okay, I take my outfits when I go out into the public very seriously. And I'll let you know right now, my jacket was broken the day I decided to return the candle. At the very end of the jacket, she would not come undone. A little light shined down above me and it whispered, Google it. I was like, what? What'd you say? So I did. The way to unzip or get unstuck a zipper is with a bar of soap. And I swear to God, I was sitting in that pew and I was like, bar of soap, I don't have that. I do have it at home, but I'm not at home right now. I'm in the middle of a church, cathedral, turning a stolen candle. So then I started thinking, I was like, I have hand sanitizer, and it's gonna be too liquidy and it's gonna make a stain on my jacket. And I was like, I have lipstick, but that's even gonna make a worse stain. It was like the heavens were singing. Oh. I realized that little candle was made of wax. If there's one thing that's gonna get my jacket unstuck, like a bar of soap would, it would be that candle. So you know what? That's how I know this year is gonna be different, okay? Because it started out with a little naughty deed, a little stealing from the church, stealing from Jesus Christ. And then it turned into a situation where I got my jacket unstuck. And the Lord said, y'all shall see my cute ass outfit in that church. You know, they started like sectioning off all the pews. And I remember this one security guard was just like staring at me while I was sitting in the pew. And I was like, why is he trying to get me to leave? Does he know about the candle? But unbeknownst to me, that day also was scheduled a wedding. Not just any wedding, a Korean wedding. I couldn't return the candle to its original place, which is what I really wanted to do so that this curse would unstick itself, but I couldn't. So I hope you had a great wedding, whoever you are. It was beautiful, okay? You looked really gorgeous in that dress, but you know what? You ruined my little quirky coming of age scene. So anyways, that's how I started out 2022. Let's move on to this job that was giving me so much stress. I moved to New York with no plans for my future. I'll tell you that right now. I got a degree in political science. So when I got here, I was like looking around for jobs in publishing because I would like to write a book at some point in my life. There's nothing here for me along those lines. But you know what I did have? Experience in coffee and vodka sodas. I was looking around for waitressing stuff, you know, I was looking around. I got a call from Barnes & Noble and they wanted me to come in. I trained for one shift. And when I got there, you won't even believe this. It still like angers me to my soul. When I got there was this really cute guy named Will. And he was the cutest guy I've ever seen. And he's like,
hey, I'm Will. Like, I'm so excited to start working with you.
I was like, yeah, you are. I'm like gonna throw up. This is so gross. I go to the cafe and she hands me a hairnet. Okay, and I have bangs. Not right now because I'm being vulnerable with you guys. But usually I do have bangs. And she's like, pop this on. I swear to God, it made like a bubble around my forehead. I looked like Coconut Head from Ned's Declassified. It was actually jarring to my soul and spirit. So anyways, I worked one shift there and I was like, this is not gonna work. Conveniently, on Craigslist was posted an ad for a very expensive Italian place. I feel like I can say that. I'm not gonna say the name of the place that I work at now because that's terrifying and I don't want you hoes to know. I was reading the ad and they say that they need a barista and I was like, oh, perfect, baby. From Starbucks to real Italian espresso.
Espresso. Yeah, that's right. I said espresso. Espresso. Okay? Not espresso. That's not how you say it. Espresso. Okay? On this channel, we say espresso.
But it also said they wanted a bartender. And I was like, oh yeah, I bartended before. Like vodka sodas. I can do it. All of their drinks, all of their specialty cocktails are $25. You heard me right. 25 goddamn dollars. 25. That's like a really good DoorDash meal. You know what I'm saying? So, look, it's like it's holding it. It's like they're lovers. Gucci, Gucci, goo. Tickle, tickle. Anyways, I decide Barnes & Noble and that fucking hairnet is not for me, okay? I show up to this Craigslist interview in the restaurant that I work at currently is like fucking crowded. And there's like 15 of us interviewees just waiting to get a crack in there, you know, waiting to get a crack into the professional world. We all get talking and like all of them have experience in fine dining. I do not. I will tell you this right now, by the grace of God and that fucking candle, I have no idea how I got this job. I'm gonna be real with you. Okay, we need to slow this down because this is just like the most important part of my story that I really need you to comprehend. I'm sitting there with this recruiter and I swear to God, this Italian man walks out where all of the interviewers are and he's like striding, towers over me, super thin too. He's like a character. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I consider myself an artist and what you're about to see is literally so true to form to who this man is. I can't even lie to you, okay? This is what Antonio looks like, okay? We can all like kid around and be like, oh, he looks like a cartoon character. If you saw him in real life, this is what he looks like. Like, I'm not even kidding. This is him, y'all. I sit down with him and he starts asking me like really complicated questions. He's like, what's a problem that you had with your manager and how did you get over it? I was like, I don't know. Like, shit, I just worked at Starbucks before. Like, I don't know. So I just rattle off. And I want to be vulnerable with you guys. I do. I really do, girlies, squirrelies. At that time, I had just been prescribed Adderall for my ADHD. I didn't really know my tolerance yet, so I don't want to say much, but let's just say this was going crazy on this, okay? And I also may or may have not had 2 glasses, full glasses of rosé before this interview. So not only was I locked and loaded, but I was also woozy enough to just make up anything on the spot. And that's what I did. I think by the grace of God and Adderall and rosé, I got this job. Antonio was like staring me in the eyes being like, what's the difference between restaurant service and hospitality? And I like rattled off an answer and then he would just stare. And nod for like 30 seconds. And I was like gone by this time. So I just did it back and I would stare and I would nod and I would go. And this bitch is like, I like your energy. I want you in for a shadowing shift on Friday. I was just some wannabe emo trash girl from Oregon trying to make it in the city, okay? And Antonio saw that and he's like, let me give her a spin. I'm gonna whip her into shape. But this job kind of sent me into a spiral. I'm not gonna lie, Antonio's one of the most intimidating managers I've ever met in my entire life. Like a single look from him and I'll start crying. I get home, I bawl my eyes out. But I don't give up, because you know what? I'm not a quitter. Okay, I'm not gonna say I'm not a quitter, but I do have determination, y'all. And also, I needed that sweet, sweet cash. The tips, I have never been paid more in my life than at this job. I get paid bank. Yeah, I do. What this job that I currently have has really taught me is professionalism. I know how to dress now. I have to wear like a vest and tie every day to work. Antonio and I are buddies now. He smiles at me like once a week, so I know we're cool. I make him a cappuccino every morning. I make his little soy milk cappuccino because he likes soy milk. He doesn't like regular milk. So I make it every morning and I put it out on the little lever for him. It's like I'm a little fisherman and I'm putting out bait, and all of a sudden, like right when I put out the little fishies, the shark comes along. So once I kind of got my jaw down and it stopped giving me anxiety meltdowns every night, I realized something else is missing from my life. Because at this moment, at the very beginning of 2022, I decided to go sober. Isn't that fun? At least for January. There's a thing called Dry January where people challenge themselves not to have a drink or get drunk for the entire month. Yada yada yada. Basically this all being said, I've been sober for the entire month of January, but that made me think I gotta do something to fill this void because, girl, I used to work out in college. I don't want to say I used to like work out because I went for a couple weeks and I stopped indefinitely, but I decided to do that again because I liked how it made me feel, and also a bitch is trying to get skinny. Like, I'm trying to be vulnerable here, guys. I want to be real with you. I want to be skinny. I'm tired of being fat. I've been fat, like, basically almost all my life. I don't want to say fat, I want to say overweight, body conscious. The way that I think about my body is very unhealthy. And therefore, I knew that working out and going back to the gym would A, clear up some of those thoughts because I'm actively doing something to change my lifestyle. B, help me sleep better at night. I wasn't really sleeping well, but that's kind of a symptom of wheedling your body off of alcohol. And 3, I want some serotonin. God damn, what's a bitch gotta do to get some serotonin around here? Winter in New York, especially with the skyscrapers, I see sunlight for a good 2 hours, okay? And then it's like, time. Now that I'm no longer gonna be hungover, might as well do something fun with my time. Something that's gonna benefit me in more ways than one. Thus I started working out. Day to day, my life looks like waking up at 6 a.m., going to the gym, doing a good run, doing some ab workout, because my pooch, the pooch, okay? She's not very happy with me at the moment. I'm here to fix the pooch, and yeah. After that, I come home and I shower, I eat breakfast, I get ready for work, I go to work. Sometimes I get off early and I come home and I lie in my bed, stay on TikTok for a couple of hours, but sometimes I work late into the night and I get paid real well. With winter, I've been trying to change that, and I kind of want to get out into New York and show you guys around, have a couple of adventures, but to be honest, that one. It's really fucking cold outside. There's not really much to explore when I'm on the verge of getting hypothermia, okay? Let's be real. So for now, just thought I'd clue you guys in onto where I've been for 2020. I'm gonna finish getting ready because I will not end this video with me looking like this, okay? I wanna get all dolled up for the end. See you guys soon.
Hey guys. So this is gonna be a little bit of an ASMR moment because my roommate is right next to me and these walls are like motherfucking paper, goddamn thin. And I'm not trying to expose myself until I grow a little bit more of a following because then I will feel validated. I'd say my life is kind of boring so far. Okay, the year has just started. How many days are we in? That's barely anything, okay? I have many plans for this channel and for me, myself, and I. Look at that color on my phone, it's yellow. This is my favorite color. Write that down. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I gotta get out, I gotta cash cab to ride, so yep, cash cab is alive and well. He's going around the streets of New York and I'm about to catch one, so let's do a quick fit check before we go. Anyways, fit check. Shein, which I will never be purchasing from Shein again because it's one of the naughties, okay? Amazon, this was also Amazon, and the socks are Amazon. Like, everything is basically Amazon. You can find this all on Amazon. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe because my next couple of videos are gonna be a doozy. So I just literally have to find time